Welcome back to our Satisfactory Let's Play. Version 1 is here and I'm having tons of fun with it. There's definitely a lot of new content. Today we're going to do the automated wiring so that we can finish phase 2, move into phase 3, new tiers, right? There's a lot. But before we dive into this, I also want to do some small upgrades into the Massilia MAM tree. We have two that you can do. The first one is medical properties. In the last episode we started making stators in an automated way. So you take 10 of these and you add also the Massilia, and we're gonna do that research. Done. What is Ada gonna say today?
Medical properties of local mycelia established. New research options available. Medical inhaler variants.
Okay, so we have indeed new ways to make inhalers, right? We could already make inhalers before, but in fairly complex ways. Now we have two new ways, so let's unlock them and I'll show them to you in a sec.
Vitamin inhaler recipe unlocked. Not only does it restore your health, it also acts as a preventative supplement against scurvy and other shortage-induced conditions. Unfortunately, it does not improve aesthetics, but pioneer helmets are built to withstand extreme circumstances.
And lastly, we have, oh no, sorry, there's one more.
Therapeutic inhaler recipe unlocked. It smells like fried breakfast-induced cardiac arrest, but surprisingly, it restores you to full health.
Because of the bacon, right? Makes sense. But yes, and then lastly, we have unlocked the Nobilis, the normal one. Now we have the gas Nobilis that we can do too. So they create on top of the explosion, they create a deadly gas. This will require 200 of biomass, 100 of this Massilia, and 10 Nobilisc. Let's research that one.
Gas Nobilisc unlocked. Chase away creatures with a damaging cloud of gas. Note, also harms unwary pioneers. Not for recreational use.
You can kill your friends. And there's only one left into this tree, which is the synthetic fabric. Right now we need to basically have this Massilia to make fabric. This one is fabric out of polymer resin, if I remember correctly, which means this is why we need this polymer resin, which will come soon. It's with oil. But yeah, that is done. Let me show you over here. We have now a lot more of inhalers. We have the vitamin one, for example, over here that is using some of these palberries. We have the therapeutic that is using the protein and some bacon, but also some Massilia, and we're out of Massilia. So we're gonna stop, but we have some more inhalers if needed. Okay. Now, important, obviously, as I said at the beginning of the episode, is we're gonna want to do our automated wiring, right? This is the third and final element of phase 2. If you missed the previous ones, don't hesitate to check in the video description below. Now, we need an assembler. Actually, sorry, let me show you over here. Automated. So if you press N, you get into the quick search that shows you, everything of things. We have the automated wiring. There is an alternate recipe in the future, but we don't have access to it. The current normal one is to use stators and cables to make automated wiring. Cables, pretty easy. Stator, we started making some in the previous episode, remember, right? So we could just use this, especially because we only need 100, but that's not how we roll in this Let's Play, right? If you're just tuning it, I basically make a factory dedicated to every single thing. So we're gonna make a factory for this automated wiring. It's not too hard in the sense that it's just stators and cables. What is slightly harder is that, for cables, you need copper. For stators, you need copper, but you also need steel. And therefore for steel, you need coal and iron. So once again, we need all three of those basic materials. The good thing is, you may remember in the previous episode over here, we made our motor, stators, and rotor factory. There is over here coal, iron, and copper, and we are not using all of the resources. There is still other nodes, and even in the nodes that we're using, there's still more that we can do with it. So we're gonna go to the same place. Let's go back there, and I have actually, like I suggested at the end of the last episode, I have started to make more of these big towers, platform towers, so it's easier also to move because now we can use the zip line in a pretty efficient way. You're gonna see in a second. So we need to obviously be on top of this, and let's go. I don't really like in the zip line that with the small ones here, you can often fall. With these ones, very easy, you will not fall. It takes obviously still a bit of time to get to that factory, but honestly, not that much, right? So we're getting there. Don't hesitate, of course, to tell me in the comments below if you have any questions, thoughts, requests for future episodes. But yeah, we're arriving at the motor factory over here, and we're gonna jump like this. So this is a copper node, right? It's a pure copper node, so 240. We're only using 60, so there's definitely a lot of copper left here. Similarly, at the top over here, we have one coal mine. I don't remember if it's a... Well, we can go there quickly, right? We're gonna go walking up into the factory. So this way, if you didn't see the previous episode, you discover a bit this factory. But yeah, we have one node here, which is, yeah, 120 for Mark II. So that's an impure one. Or normal, sorry, my bad. So it's a normal node. But again, we're only using, I think it's 67 out of this. So there's more. And then on top of this, there's another coal there and another one there. So coal and copper, we already have quite a lot. What we're missing is iron, because while there is indeed, of course, an iron node behind there, that is actually a pure one, so 240, we are actually using 237 out of 240. So we're using it all. But there is another copper, there is another iron over there. And this one, we're barely using it. I mean, this is for our Nobelisk. So first of all, we could say, okay, we have enough Nobelisk, let's stop. But second of all, we are actually barely using it. So we're going to be able to leverage this. In particular, because once again, we don't need that much. To make 5 automated wiring per minute, we only need 120 of copper ore, 22.5 of iron ore, and 22.5 of coal ore. So it's really not that much, right? So we're going to use, again, the couple of nodes that I've just showed you and build this small factory very close by. When I say small factory, as you can see, it's 3 assemblers. It is something like, what are we talking about? Like 13, 14 constructors, 4 smelters, and 1 foundry. So again, not that complex. Let's start building it together. Okay, ladies and gents, so I started with the copper because remember, copper, it's the main resource we need. We need 120. So we go back over here into our copper place. Now this used to only produce something like 60. Now we need 120, so I've increased that, right? It is now completely full because just the factory is not working. But yeah, we're continuing, we're going up, and here I basically created a sort of logistic floor, but on top, right? We have the roof, and now we have a second roof that is taking this. Let me show you, I've also added these stairs here to get there. So it is. We have the actual roof on top, and then we have a fake roof that has these resources coming. We also have some railings, some windows to the actual roof, right? But yeah, it comes over here. Small extension there so we can make a door. To be honest, I'd love if there was one thing to create is one one panel like this, one wall that has a side door and that has a conveyor wall. I think that would be great because now I'm always needed to put 2. But yeah, at this point we get outside of the factory, right? And we're gonna go into the new factory over here that I just started. This is gonna be our automated wiring factory. So yeah, the copper comes all the way over here. It's gonna go into this elevator to go down. Similarly, over here, we have the coal, right? I also said coal we were using before only 67 or something. Now we need to add 22 on top. So in total, it's just 90. It's really not a lot. But yeah, we have over here this. It goes down and it goes into the factory. I'm not super happy about this. We'll see if we improve it in the future. And then this is going to be, the main floor of this factory. Going back down, so I can show you. Again, this is the front of this new factory. I did create over here, sort of beams to support. It's small concrete pillars on both sides with a couple of pillars too. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below if you think this is super ugly or if this works well. But this is a roof with the glass roof finish, and then this is small concrete. We have some stairs there, but more importantly, we can get into the factory. As always, we have a power switch so that we can put it up and down as needed. And then we get in. So we get in, we're gonna have the copper smelters on this side, and here we have the steel. Because the steel, this is the coal, right, that comes from down here, plus just a bit of iron, which comes from this iron mine over there, right? So that's what's making in this foundry, just 22.5 of steel ingot, that goes into one constructor to make 15 steel pipes. That goes up, and that's going to continue going up. We have this beam here to hide my electricity poles. And then, yeah, this is where the copper ore comes down, goes into 4, manifold splitters, into 4 smelters, 30 each times 4, 120. Then it's merged on the other side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes up. And that's going to be now the main floor. Of course, we're going to need, to put walls or something over here. Similarly over there in the end, and over there. I think over here, this is probably also going to be sort of an entrance for the factory, maybe with some hypertube and of course stairs, right? So let's go back up so we can continue. And in particular, I'm going to show you a bit I'm thinking about this. For many of these small factories, I am sort of freestyling it, meaning I don't have a full plan before I start, but I make it along the way. So yeah, over here, this is the copper ore. Here, this is the steel pipe. That's going to probably continue going up. Here, this is, you know, the copper ingots, and we have now this space on top, right? What I'm thinking is we need 8 constructor for the wires with 1 blueprint, right? We have 8 constructor, so that's perfect. And then we are going to need a couple of constructor. I think it was 4 for the wire, for the cables. I will either put them over here, but I'm thinking there's not going to be enough space. So I think we're going to put a semi-floor on top here to hide also this mountain, and we're going to put those wires there, and then we can put the assemblers on top of all of this, right? And then we need to bring the resources down. Now, are we going to send them, you know, directly to the elevator? Well, you have to stay tuned to figure it out. First, let's build, you know, these constructors with this 1 blueprint. That will be pretty easy. And by the way, one thing for blueprint, I don't remember if I mentioned it before, is if you think about, you know, the to-do list we have on the side, I've put 12 constructors to know how many resources I needed. I could have actually instead put, you know, 1 of these, and then here put only 4. I would have gotten to the same results. And the good thing by doing this is when I actually place the blueprint, my to-do list will go down, versus if I place the blueprints and I haven't told them I want to actually use blueprints, it's not gonna work. So yeah, the space is actually just limited because we have, again, this small mountain here. So I think we're gonna do it more kind of like, first of all, it is the right side like this, yeah. So I think we're gonna put it here, and I'm just gonna extend, you know, these a bit more. It's fine. There's not like there's any problems. So yeah, we have this blueprint here. We're going to connect. So this needs to be a Mark 3 belt 2. Connect here. Perfect. We need electricity. We don't have electricity at this level, so I'm gonna bring it. We need to put the right recipe. So let's go. This is wires. Right. Up. Copy paste. Copy paste. Of course, don't hesitate to tell me if you have any questions, thoughts. Anyways, you do differently those things. I'm always keen to hear, to learn. So yeah, we don't really have right now any electricity there, so I'm just gonna make it quick and dirty like this. Let's see, over here we should have that thing here. Yeah, perfect. So that should start. And to know if it's starting, yeah, look at this. If this is going up, that means it's starting. Perfect. So here I can fix this corner later. It's maybe time soon to start putting some stairs to go up, because otherwise it always takes me a minute to go back to this floor. We will need probably even 1 more floor so we can walk nicely around, right? Like this. Okay, so yeah, we know we need 4 constructors. 1 constructor takes the space of 1 you know, foundation, and this is without counting the splitters and mergers. So I do think, again, we don't really have enough space here. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's gonna be very tight. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend that a bit. We're gonna put a 4 meter like that, and we're gonna make a mini plateau here to hide this mountain. Oops, I'm in the way, sorry. So where is that finishing? I want to keep this cave here, thinking that can be a cool part of the factory at the end. So we're gonna keep that, but yeah, I do think on this side, is there anything special? Not really. I think we can close here. So here, yeah, let's put 1 more, and let's see how many does that make. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with 1 on each side. Yeah, that's pretty good, because the exit is going to be here. Yeah, let's go. So we're going to put those constructors this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to want the splitter to come this side. All right, this is going to be the entrance. And then we have 1 splitter. You don't really need 1 splitter. You could just use the belt, but that's okay. We're gonna do it clean, 1 for 1. Okay. Important to put the right belt, like in the middle here. This is basically a 3 versus here you know, we're going to this recipe here, so it's 60. So that means you could put a Mark 1, but a Mark 1 means as soon as there is a problem, it may, you know, lag. So what we're going to do is put a Mark 2, but we don't need a Mark 3, right? Okay, done. So here, as I said, we're going to have this thing, where is it? Like this, which at the end of the day, maybe I'm not going to keep walls, maybe it will be open, but putting this enables me to have a very clean, you know, center. I know where to go. Very clean also to put, you know, the elevator like this, right? Do need to put to Mark 3. Okay, so yeah, that's the idea. Again, this is, oh, we have actually two exits, so I forgot about this. So we need another merger. Yes, Mark 3. Oh, that doesn't seem aligned at all. What did I do? What did I do? Now you align. And the exit is this side. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, you know, this factory is a bit smaller than the other, so I'm taking a bit of time to also show you live. And I hope, you know, that it helps for some of you. I do want, wait, one thing. So one wire, one factory is making 30. So what I may do is there's a couple of wires that we need to not go over here and to actually do something else. So I may do something slightly sneaky. How does that one go? Yeah, wrong side, sorry. If I do this, it's not very aligned, but it's life. So we're gonna put one more splitter here. I'll explain, and give me 1 second to explain what I'm doing. So this is Mark 3. Oops. This is Mark 3. This is a Mark 1. Oh, what's happening? I click on the wrong button, sorry, my bad. So this is number 3. So this is Mark 1. We need electricity to it. And we're going to put wires. So this one is going to do 30. The next one is only going to do 10. Because if I remember correctly, this is what we need. Give me a second. Look at this. We need to make 240. That's 8 constructor. That's fine, right? But then the key thing is we need 200 to go into cables, but we need 40 to go with the steel pipe into one assembler, right? To make the stators. So that's what I'm going to do here. These two over here, this one is making 30. This one is going to make 10. That's the 40 we need for the stator. So we're going to kill that one. Actually, what we're going to do is do something like this. And actually, yeah, I think we're going to send it here. Ooh, could we do this? Let's see, one assembler. Yeah. And again, this is what I mean by I'm often freestyling some of these. Is look at this. I'm going to put it here. This is going to go there. Yeah, that works. So this is going to go all the way over here. And we have just enough space for this belt to come from here. We're talking about 40, so again, we just belt level 1 is totally fine. Now we don't want crazy clipping, even if gameplay-wise that doesn't change anything. Here it is. And that will make, as we said, stator 5. Perfect. So we're 40. Here, this is going to be 40. We just need to connect that here. And that... Oh, sorry, my bad. This one was the wrong side. And done. Okay, perfect. We're gonna make 40 here. So then, you know, on the other side, we have 4 times 30, so that's 120. So that means the rest here needs to make 80. So 30 plus 30, 60. So this one should make only 20 instead of 30. Done. Now I feel like, wait, did I make, no, I didn't make a mistake. I think that's good. Yeah. So these ones are still going to merge on this side and go over here. This needs to be, we're talking about 80, so Mark 2 is fine. It doesn't have to be Mark 3. This one is Mark 3, perfect. So it goes over here, and we're gonna need again some electricity for all of this. I didn't really bring any electricity nicely here. Let's do that for now. Quick and dirty. Okay. And no, this is not a good idea. Let's build that in the middle. Up 1, 2. And same here. Oh, come on. What happened? Sorry, 1 second. Okay, connect. Now we said we need 3.323. So this one is 100%, and it's just the last one that we're going to put at 323 by doing 1 times 3, 1 divided by 3 times 100. Perfect. So why aren't... Oh, what the... This is the wrong one. My bad. But at least it kept the 333, so that's good. This one is working, that's fine. This one we need to change, my bad. Up and up. So that's gonna make all of the cables we need, so that we take all of those cables, plus we take these. Should I turn it around? If I turn it around, yep, that would be better. Sorry, my bad. Freestyling over here, sorry. So we're gonna turn it around. We do need to leave enough space for... Oof, that's gonna get tight though. I can always send it up first, but still, you know, I can send it up here. We'll see in a second. So we're gonna keep it as close as possible here, and then rotate, and hopefully there is enough space for this one to come here. See, yeah, it's not the... We try to align there. Sorry, make it... Make it slightly cleaner, right? They align here, then we go there. Okay, so this one we set stator, connect to electricity still. But this way, you know, the reason I'm doing this is now we have the output on this side, the output on that side. We can send it up to a final floor and make final resources there. We can also have the, we call it the awesome sink on this top floor, right? And whatever else we feel needed. I'll do the final, you know, beautification at the end. But yeah, the key thing is over here. We know we need some mergers. So let's go up, 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 and up. Okay. So this is not a lot, right? 30. We're talking about 100. So just a belt Mark 1 for these outputs, and then a Mark 2 in the middle. So that way we don't overspend. Okay, yeah, that worked. Okay, so it's connected. We're gonna put, you know, a fake elevator like this, so that we know where it is. Same here. But now the key thing is we want to go up. I know they're sleeping, don't worry, this is just temporary. I think over here we should not have sleeping anymore. Let me check. Yeah, we're definitely higher. Even there, we're higher. Okay, so that's good. Now, do we do an underfloor or not? That's a bit overkill for just 2 assemblers. Let's not do that. So let's move now to foundation level 1 or 1 meter. Let's move to Zoop a bit over here, and we can keep, you know, we don't have to go all the way over there. Even if we do want to potentially easily send resources. Now I think what we're going to do is that side. Okay, 10 is probably way too much, but it's just to get us started. I'm doing this, and then we can delete a few after. Okay, so we have 1 input here, 1 input there. What is usually good to do now that I have put these is to put the floor hole where we feel that's gonna work. Sometimes not always easy, you can always put it further away. Okay, you can delete them and rebuild them later. So we're gonna have the 2 in output here, or input for assemblers. So let's go, let's put our 2 assemblers there, 1 and come on, 2. This is automated wiring, right? 50 of cable, so times 2, 100, 2.5 stators times 2, that's 5. Right? Copy, paste. So what we're gonna probably do is bring 1 at level 3 and 1 at level 1. Can try to align. So this is here in this corner. So let's go. You can be the one at level 3 because you'll be straight, so that's easy. Okay, and you'll be the one at level 1. Up and up. Then you can delete these two. Delete these two. Bring... yeah, perfect. This is only... Oh, did I make a mistake? No, what is... Oh no, this is this elevator, that's the mistake. That's easy to fix. Press R, right, up, connect. Doesn't... It's not the same height. Up. Well, now that I'm here, let's fix the elevator, starting with the top part. Hoping I didn't make a mistake. Yeah, that's fine. We can delete that now. Even... Oh yes, I forgot about this, sorry, my bad. This elevator is gonna be pretty ugly. That's okay. Let's also connect that one. So we're talking about 100 for this one, so Mark II. Okay. We see if they're gonna start going up. Yes, they are. Perfect. We will, of course, put better stairs and stuff after. So this one, I said it's too high somehow. I don't know why. That seems fine. Yeah, now it's fine. So that's a line. That's a line. We need to bring that Mark II. Same for the belt, of course. And that one needs to go here. Okay. Here it doesn't need to be a Mark II, to be honest, but just to make sure it gets filled quickly, we're going to make Mark II. And even there, I'm going to keep it Mark II. And then we just need elevators to go here and there with 2 quick belts. Okay, and yeah, that should start filling. Why is that one not coming down? Ah, it's starting now. Okay, first status, perfect. They are not connected to electricity, but apart from that, everything is good. So yeah, we're going to connect that to electricity. We're going to merge it. And we're going to put, you know, an awesome sink. And we're going to also put a dimensional depot. Why dimensional depot? Well, we're not that close from, you know, the space elevator, right? It's all the way over here. Now, I could do the same we did for that factory in the background over there on the versatile framework. We could use a truck that's automated. You could also run a belt, you know, that's totally feasible. It wouldn't cost that much, to be honest. But it's completely overkill. We need only 100 automated wiring for phase 2 at least, right? Maybe we'll need more later, but at least for now, we only need 100. 100 is nothing into the dimensional depot, right? So we're gonna put it in the dimensional depot, then we can go to the base, just take it out of your dimensional depot, put it into your inventory, and you're done. So that's the idea, that's what we're gonna do. Let me, you know, fix a bit some of these things like those stairs, start making the factory a bit prettier, start getting some of these things built because it's only 5 per minute, so 100 is gonna take a few minutes. And here it is, ladies and gents, we have over here our motor factory, and now we have the new one here. I didn't put some hypertube on this one because honestly it's pretty small, but yeah, we have, you know, a ladder here, we have some first stairs here, another door here, another one here. So many ways to get inside the factory as always. We have the main floor there that I didn't close. It's open. We have here stairs to go back to the down floor. This is the entrance on this side, right? We have the motors here. But of course, as always, you know, the power switch, we have what we're doing inside. So remember, this is on this side. The steel to make steel pipes goes up. On this side, this is the copper ore to make the copper ingots, right? And in the back, we have actually the iron. We have also, there's this small cave, and doing, as always, my small crafting bench with a small personal box, you know, if needed. This is the back of the factory, right? Where we have the iron. Nothing special. We can also take here the stairs if we want to get back to that main floor here. When we're on the main floor, we're doing over here all of the wires, right? We have some of these wires that are going in the back, some that are going in the front. The ones in the front are going on this small floor here where we have the concrete on the outside, normal steel, you know, foundation on the inside. Another stairs here. On the other side, this is where we have the assembler to do the stators, right? And those stators are going up, and similarly all of these, right, they're going up too. We can go up through these stairs here. There's only one. I could make another one, but it's fine. Again, this is not a major factory. So here I should probably put also, sorry, some maybe let's change it up and put that one. I'm almost out of resources though, so I may have to come back just to redo that one. And this is pretty good. Maybe I will put here a transparent floor. I think that actually will look nice, so we can see down what is happening. Sorry, up, 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 glass roof, something like this, right? So you can observe downstairs. But yeah, I'll fix that up. But as said before, right, first it goes into the dimensional depot. That's what we can see over here. The first smart splitter sent into the depot, so the depot is actually full already, 50. And then secondary, I did put an industrial storage. We're already, getting quite a lot over here. And when this will be full, it can go into the awesome sink. This way, later, if we need more, we have some reserves here. I'm gonna take 50 with me. I could take 100, but anyway. So yeah, I'll put some layers here. But that's basically the end of the factory. So I think we can consider that one done, 1 and 2, and we're gonna want to finish phase 2. So for this, we need to go back to the base. Let's try to go up here. Oh, I missed the stair. No, I got them. Okay, and then let's go. Oh, that was almost failed. So again, first factory here and second there, and they're both linked with this bridge here. Let's go up there. I'll see you there in a second. So we have arrived to the space elevator. As I mentioned earlier, I can take from my dimensional depot. And if I hadn't taken this other 50, I can wait a bit for 50 more to arrive, take them again. And now that we have 100, we can deliver manually. Seal. It's happening, ladies and gents. We're gonna finish phase 2 and unlock tier 5 and tier 6. Come on, let's do this. What is happening, Ada?
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation.
Oh, that's nice.
Congratulations, the phase 2 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, phase 2 will be completed and the construction dock will be constructed. After completion of phase 2, the technologies of tiers 5 and 6 will become available in the hub. These might feel intimidating after your previous experience, but rest assured that you would not be here if you were entirely incompetent. Highlights are oil production, railway transportation, the jetpack, and many more. Completing phase 3 of project assembly is your next main objective. Just remember to focus on producing and delivering the project parts, and Fixit's faith in you will be strengthened.
Okay, thank you. And indeed, let's send and check a bit phase tier 5, tier 6, and phase 3. You ready? Go for it. You can do it. And I waited on purpose for the night to see these magnificent stars in the background. It's sent. It's actually not that high, it's actually possible to get there.
Phase 2 of project assembly completed. You have been performing more adequately under pressure and are closer than ever to saving the day. Perhaps you were the right choice for the job. Time will tell.
Oh, thank you.
Now enter phase 3 of project assembly. Continue as you are, and there should be no issue. For humanity. For Fixit.
And for gamer consultant. Here it is. The elevator, space elevator is looking good. Now phase 3, 2500 versatile framework. Now the great thing is we already have tons. Where am I? We already have tons of reserves over here, right? And check this one out. I don't know how many there are, but there's already quite a bit. So that is going to continue working, but we do have 2 new ones, right? So this one we need to discover them first. And speaking about this, we also have 2 new tiers, tier 5 and tier 6. Let's do a quick review of these ones so we can be ready for the next episode. In the meantime, of course, don't hesitate, as always, to tell me in the comments below any thoughts, requests. Yeah, I'm happy with that we finish phase 2. And let's go phase tier 5 is really, there's quite a lot of cool things, so here it is. We unlock now tier 5 and tier 6. We have the jetpack. That's going to be important so we can start flying, and in particular wants to help build things that can be really powerful. And frankly, we can already do it. We have all of this. Yes, it is a lot of resource, but we can do it. Plus 3 inventory slots, always good. Second is a really big one, oil processing. We're going to be able to have a new sort of liquid resource instead of just water. Now we have the crude oil. We're gonna have other things like heavy oil and fuel. We're gonna have some solid element like polymer resin. We're gonna be able to start making plastic and rubber. This will lead us to circuit board, a very important one, with new buildings thanks to the oil extractors like the miner and the refineries like the constructor. This will also give us access to other types of fuel thanks to the MAM, right? And this also, if we go into here, petroleum power, this will enable us to have the fuel power generator. It is the equivalent of the coal generator, but for fuel, and this is really, really good. We're gonna make definitely a giant factory there when we get there, and it's good because my power has been a challenge, right? We're now above 1200, which is my coal power plant, and I do have quite a few things that are off. Even that factory just here is off. I think like my steel one is off. There's a couple of factories that are off, so we do want to get more power ASAP. We have Logistic Mark IV to get to 480 per minute, so that's also pretty good. We have the fluid packaging, so for water but also fluid, we could put it into canister so that we can transport it with a truck or others. And then we also have tier 6, right? Industrial manufacturing. This is when we get the manufacturer. So this is the next step after the assembler. The assembler, you could have 2 inputs. With the manufacturer, this is how you have 3 and 4 inputs. This will unlock things like a computer, the heavy modular frames, but this will also enable us to automate things like, where is it? Like the crystal oscillator, right? This is 3, so we need that for that one too. And then heavy modular frames, modular engine, and adaptive control unit. So that is the 2 phase 3 elements. We have the trains over here, including railway signalings, pipeline level 2. So instead of 300, 600, and then fixed blueprints Mark 2. So instead of 4x4, this is 5x5. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things in tier 5. We're gonna go directly into oil, obviously, in our next episode. So I hope you're excited with this. Thank you for watching. Smash like button, please. It does help a lot. Also share a comment, even if it's just to say thank you, to say that you enjoyed the episode. And I hope to see you next time.